I'm Steve Johnson, News Director for theDove TV. Check out our other videos and visit our website at thedove.us. Thanks.
Good morning. This is Mornings on the Dove. You can get our iPhone, iPad, and Android app and watch the Dove News on demand on your mobile device and on the Dove Roku channel as well. Good morning. I'm Jerry Bilden. It's 8 o'clock. Time for a look at our news headlines. Shots have been fired near the square in central Kiev where protesters are confronting the government. It's unclear where the shots are coming from and whom they are targeting. The Interior Ministry accuses the opposition of breaking a shaky truce and firing at law enforcement officers. The new shots came after the deadliest day of violence in the Ukraine since its independence from the Soviet Union, and amid tensions in Parliament as lawmakers and European officials try to find a solution to the crisis. Meantime, the Ukrainian president has announced early presidential elections and promised to form a coalition government. There was no immediate comment from opposition leaders who were meeting among themselves. Today marks the beginning of the third week since the Medford teachers' strike began and negotiations continue. While teachers continued their picketing, there was a glimmer of a possible resolution to contract talks on Wednesday, but no agreement has been announced as of this morning. Despite the impasse, Superintendent Phil Long says they're making progress in their talks with teachers' union negotiators.
I think we've been able to address some things that have been really hard for both parties, and in that sense we pushed through, sticking together and talking. We've pushed through some of that, but we still don't have a resolution yet, and that's actually got to go back in because we got to work it a little more here.
Teacher pay, retirement, and classroom preparation time are said to be the main sticking points in the negotiations. And while teachers take to the picket line, some students made a stand of their own by walking out of classes in several Medford high schools. Curtis David is a North Medford sophomore and says from his point of view, there's not a lot of learning going on in the classroom.
With the subs, there's like barely any people are going, and it's always pretty quiet, and the kids are just doing whatever they want and playing on their phones, and it's not a good learning environment.
Negotiations continue with the Medford Education Association. Issues include contract length, health insurance, cost of living raises, and early retirement incentives. Medford has Oregon's 8th largest district with 13,500 students and 600 union teachers. The company that made the uniforms for the U.S. speed skating team says it's ready to try again despite the controversy over the suits it provided for the Sochi Olympics. Under Armour has signed an 8-year deal with the U.S. speed skating team to provide uniforms. The company spent years developing a new speed skating suit that made its debut during the Olympics, but U.S. skaters failed to win any medals at all, and some of them actually blamed the suit. Now let's take a look at our local weather. Starting off Central Oregon today, partly cloudy and 47 degrees. Overnight lows in the low 20s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy and 46, and moving up a little bit to 51 degrees by Sunday. Looking to the Oregon coast today, partly cloudy and 55 degrees. Tomorrow, partly cloudy and 56. We'll see overnight lows in the upper 30s and mid 40s, and by Sunday, 58 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Checking the Northern California area, we have a slight chance of precipitation today. Daytime highs in the mid 50s. Overnight lows tonight in the mid to upper 20s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy and 58. By Sunday, 61 degrees under partly cloudy skies. And then looking to southern Oregon today, a slight chance of precipitation. Daytime highs in the upper 50s, partly cloudy and 60 tomorrow. And by Sunday, partly cloudy and 63 degrees. Now you're up to date with that.